दोस्तों नमस्कार। तिलहन, दलहन, मसाला, कपास, गवार सीड, सोना चांदी, मेटल, इन सभी के भाव निशुल्क एक वेबसाइट पर उपलब्ध हैं। खाद्य तेलों में सोयाबीन, सरसों, पाम ऑयल के भाव एवं रिसर्च रिपोर्ट्स एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे उपलब्ध है, तुषार ग्लोबल सर्विसेज .com। बिल्कुल देखना ना मिस कीजिए। यदि आप व्यापारी हैं, मंडी के कमीशन एजेंट हैं या फिर हैं किसान, इन सभी के लिए निशुल्क विशेष भाव एवं रिसर्च रिपोर्ट के लिए विजिट करिए तुषार ग्लोबल सर्विसेज .com।
Good morning, everybody. I'm Tushar Jain, CFO and Research Head of Ajay Astro Money Guru. Welcome all of you today on 12th October 2022. As you all know, in this episode, we discuss about the Indian stock markets and global stock markets and what all things you need to consider for next few trading days. So let us start with our show. Now, if we see the global markets yesterday, although during the first half of the session, the U.S. markets were showing significant upward movement, but after the different comments by the uh, Fed and other parameters, the U.S. markets have shown weakness, and but at the end they almost closed slightly lower. And if we see the Nasdaq, although Nasdaq was down by around 1.24%, but Dow Jones was closed almost flattish. But the Nasdaq and S&P 500, these two indices were closed on a significant downward trend. And now, if we see the Indian markets also, if we see, then the Nifty, Bank Nifty also opened mixed, and after that, they are trading almost volatile only, and Nifty and Bank Nifty both are showing mixed and almost flattish trend as of now. And since today, as per the Indian Standard Time, today's evening, US CPI data will be declared and some Fed minutes will also be there. Therefore, some volatility is expected to continue in the today's session, and the impact of the Fed minutes as well as the CPI, that is the consumer price inflation, that is the inflation data will be released of the US, which will be of major concern and major thing to observe for the today's session. Although its data will be declared after the Indian stock market hours, therefore on the Indian markets, its impact will be seen uh, on the tomorrow session. And tomorrow will be the weekly expiry also of the Indian indices. Therefore, some more volatility can be seen in especially Indian markets in the tomorrow session. And also for the today's session, if we see, and then I don't think major there will be some major upward movement will be seen in today's market, as the traders or the short term traders will not carry big long positions for tomorrow because of the Fed event. And also, if we see the FIs and DIs that are for the yesterday's session, then we can see the FIs yesterday sold significantly by more than 4,500 crores in cash market. Although this figure is the highest, if we consider from last few weeks, this is the highest for one day selling by the FIs. There are possibilities that there must be some bulk orders or bulk trades or the basket trades, but still this figure is quite big if we compare it from last few weeks data. And the DIIs net bought by around 2,400 crores in cash market. Although the whole global markets are showing significant volatility and some pressure, and the present scenario of especially especially the stock markets throughout the globe are very uh, tensed. And if we see the US markets, as you can see on the screen also, let us put the chart of Dow Jones. As we have already discussed, the Dow Jones have already been past its uh, the level of around 16, 17 June, and also the Nasdaq and S&P 500 also now can be seen below those level only. So they are below its important support zone, and on all three indices of the US are below its important support zones, which is a very which is not a very good situation, and which is a very uh, trenchous situation that we can say as of now in especially US markets, and its impact can be seen in Indian markets also. If we see the Nifty, Bank Nifty also, they are also showing pressure, although they are quite above their 15, 16 June low, but still they are around, uh, but still they are quite down from their recent highs. This shows that the Indian markets are outperforming from other global markets, including the leading markets of US as well as the European markets. But still, the pressure is there in Indian markets also, which cannot be neglected. Although the impact is less as compared to other markets, but still the impact is there. And when the whole global scenario and global markets will start recovering, it will be very beneficial for the Indian markets, and they will again show outperformance, and they will gain their new highs more rapidly as compared to other markets. So this shows that for the investment, yeah, we can always consider Indian markets and good stocks in Indian markets that we have discussed in a previous episodes also, and we will discuss them in today's episode also. And for the short term, some volatility along with some positive move can be expected in Nifty, Bank Nifty. Although today no major up move is expected, but still some slight recovery can be expected. And tomorrow will be the impact day for the Fed minutes, and I don't think there will be there is expected to be major fall. Therefore, uh, Indian stock markets are looking quite positive only, and they are expected to continue with their recovery in the tomorrow session also. And for the investment purpose, as we have already discussed, you can consider HDFC Bank. It is up by around 0.46%. For the short term perspective, you can consider Asian Paints and Pidilite. These two stocks you can consider for short to medium term perspective. And if we see the ONGC on Oil India, they are expected to show further weakness. And day before yesterday, when they were quite up, we have recommended that ONGC and Oil India are expected to show some weakness. And in yesterday's session also, they have shown weakness, and in today's session also they are showing weakness. So I hope you liked our analysis. And for next few trading days, you can consider Asian Paints and Pidilite Industries. Also, uh, you there is no major fall expected from the current levels. Therefore, for the short term also, you can there can be some recovery can be seen in the Indian markets as of now. And that's all for the today's episode. I hope you liked our analysis. You should go through our standard disclaimer also, that all these information, analysis, and research are purely for educational and research purposes. We will not be reliable for any profits as well or not loss of any viewer or trader. And if you go to any trade, then you should consult your personal financial advisor as well as your personal wisdom before going to any trade. So that's all for the today's episode. I hope you liked our analysis. Thank you and good day.